Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Bulls of Chicago. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Right to the air goes Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
First down, here's Mitchell. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Nix to the air. Open man is Waddle, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Bombers.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
Now it's Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
That's taken in by Franklin. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4.
Captain. Hold on a sec. Ready. Bombers.
To throw is Nix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there, but I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Captain. Bombers. Chill.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harvey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and a couple.
Here we go, Sai.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Sai.
Up the middle, Achane. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Leonard. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
First down. First and 10
Here we go.
38-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Looking to throw. Donaldson. Pass complete there to Nakua. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5.
Now second and 5.
Panther 11.
The Broncos' 33-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Donaldson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now Fields going to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields taking it in from a yard out. And the Bulls are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a gain of 63 yards.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
To the right, yeah. Ready.
Again, it's Harvey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He'll get that complete to Franklin. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. To throw, here's Nix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost him a ball game?
He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Panther 60, Panther.
Operating from the gun, Donaldson. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. We saw plenty of throws like this in the Rose Bowl last fall. This one results in a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
79 Broncos. Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Back to throw again. This one thrown underneath to Achane. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Hey, Crash.
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the
Come on.
47-yard line.
Hey, go.
Running right, here's Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
7, let's go. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got Patterson on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 and a first down. Complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break.
Got it. Ready? Cup 19. Cup 19. Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Nix. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Here we go,
At the 12-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready?
At the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. Donaldson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 13 yards out. And the Bulls take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bulls 17. Broncos 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Throwing Nix. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Working out of the gun is Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Nick's going to give to Hardy. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. Next to the air. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's third and 6.
Here we go. Start. Bronco 80.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a third and 6.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. Ready.
Back to throw. Donaldson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A give, running right, Achane. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
Ready. 70 Lions. Ready.
Looking to throw. Donaldson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Nix from the shotgun. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now it's Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going. It's Nix. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Achane. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Achane once more. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. He's got it complete to Waddle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 2. Nick's going to keep this himself. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
2 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To the right, yep. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Here's Nix once more. Pressure comes and down he goes. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd down. 3rd and
Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. That is caught. And down inside the 15 he goes.
it's a gain of 18.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. To throw, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He'll swing this out to Harvey.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
14.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Ready. Ready, ready.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete from the
To give you an
contact.
idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Donaldson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.